Hello, Beard Wizard family. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Beard Wizard Man, also known as Trevor on social media. Links to all of which you can find in that video description below, including ways to support this channel, like clicking the red subscribe button. Join the Beard Wizard family. Hangover gang, if you're here, I appreciate it. Anybody else who just stopped in to see what this show's about, thank you so much for being here. Do subscribe. We're trying to get to 5,000 by the end of the year, and we are definitely on track. Not saying I wouldn't love to see us surpass that by a lot more, but thank you. We are definitely on track, and just keep clicking that button, and I appreciate it so much. Also, I found out yesterday, I think it was yesterday, that the Discord link I had in the link tree below and on all of my pages and everything was a bad link, so I fixed that. So if you have been trying to get into the Discord, I don't know, it's not like anybody's beating down the door, but if you do want to join the Discord, chat, ask questions, make suggestions, it is open. You can even come in and listen while we game. I do a lot of game streams as well, so you can listen to our voice comms and chat while we're doing that, if you're so interested. So the link is updated. Anyway, it's Friday. We take a look at new releases from artists that we've reviewed on the channel, and we've had a few today. Tom put out a new one. Bandmade put out a new one, but we're going to do that one Monday. The Haunt put out a new one, and there's been a couple of others, so we've got a lot of new releases today, and I might try to work a couple of those in over the weekend, but definitely going to look at Bandmade on Monday and their new one. So today we're going to take a look at The Machine from Tom MacDonald. It is from the Renegade album, and he just put this one out today. We're going to pause as necessary, talk about the music, etc., etc. This is a live review show. I have listened to it before. I don't want anybody to get the wrong impression. Some people have thought it was a reaction channel. It's not. It's cool if you think it is. It's cool if you call it that, but I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. This is a review show. Thank you, everybody who is here. Be sure to say hi in the live chat. I love talking to you guys, talk to each other, ask questions, etc., etc. If you're watching the recording, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. But here we go. This is The Machine from Tom MacDonald. Not to be confused with Bert Kreischer. This is Tom MacDonald, The Machine.
I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. Why the hell can't I just be American without getting political? The system gon' suppress us all, they don't care about the cost. How's this a democracy when we got communists in charge? Cancel culture Nazis, all they're missing is the swastikas. Honestly, this is a psychological holocaust. Pumping propaganda through the screen and straight into your brain. You ain't on a plantation, but you definitely still a slave. Race theory is indoctrinating children. Tell blacks they're disadvantaged, tell whites they got white privilege. What a brilliant way to reinforce division. If whites believe they have it easy, they will never help you fight the system. And now they burning books in untraditional ways. They just traded newspapers for the digital age. Now the facts can be deleted with no physical flames. They just change the information and the truth gets erased. They keep
Welcome, Ildefonso. So much like most of his songs, especially songs from a year or two ago, there's a lot to unpack at the beginning of that. The flow is all right. It's not the best I've heard from Tom. I like the beat. I like the way it opened and the way it sounded. It's a very subtle beat. It's not very aggressive for what he's delivering. Oh, no wonder. Or no worries, Ildefonso. No worries. Welcome, James. Thank you for being here. Good afternoon. You know, he mainly talked about the way that we're being divided, and that's absolutely true. Nobody can really deny that there's just this constant inundation of division. You know, he opens it up saying, why do I have to be left or right, liberal Democrat or liberal Republican? Why do I have to be one of those things? Why can't I just be American? It's a frustration that a lot of us feel. Quite literally, there are more independents in this country than there are either of the other parties. So it's frustrating for those of us who look at both sides and see problems. But we have to, like, if you're not them, if you're not us, then you're them. You know, there's that constant back and forth, and it's very frustrating. He's absolutely true. And then the division, the book burning, the deleting of articles in media. They just had that that lady was just let go from a major publication, and when she was let go, they seized her all of the stuff she was working on. They seized her research, they seized her notes. What was she working on? You know, like, that doesn't look good. And that's exactly the kind of stuff that he's talking about here. It's disturbing. I like the chorus. The system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid. I am not Republican. I am not a I like the chorus. A lot of times, Tom can be, for me, up and down with the chorus and the hook. Sometimes I really like them. Sometimes they're just okay, or they're just kind of catchy. I really like this. Ildefonso, thank you for the super. I really appreciate that. But this one I like. It's got a good flow to it. It's definitely catchy, kind of an earworm kind of sound, and I like that a lot. And there's a lot of truth just in the chorus about the government. It does seem like the government hates us. I like that. I'm glad to see Tom getting back to his roots. I've said this before. I think he's better when he works solo. I don't dislike all of his collaborations, but I definitely think he's better when he works on his own. And so I'm glad to see him. But I know this came out before he did Brave, but it's good to see that again.
Liberal, progressive and traditional are hitmen hired to kill the individual. They label people red or blue, divide us, they don't ever help. They want you thinking left or right, so you ain't thinking for yourself. Go ahead and vote, cause both the parties are the same side. Two teams, one coach, controlled by the same guys. Left wing, right wing, both help the same bird fly. Brainwashing everybody at the same time. The internet was once a place that we could get our facts from. Now it's been monopolized, it's Google or it's Amazon. Who fact checking the fact checkers? I can answer that one. The people who control the narratives through the platforms. Let me break this down for you, simple as I can, Kate. They use social conditioning to put you in the rat race. It doesn't matter if you're first or third or if you're last place. You're still a rat, and they're the cats who kill you so you can't escape. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all...
That was good. That whole section right there was very good. Oh shoot, I just lost my train of thought. I really enjoyed that middle section right there. Good flow through there. It sounded a lot better. The first one was a little bit wonky. Still sounded really good. Still had a lot of good lyrics in there, but it wasn't quite as good. That part was much better. He's right about them sort of dividing us by liberal or conservative again, and how monopolizing the internet. Now, I would argue that there are a lot of places you just have to be more... You have to be an intelligent consumer of the internet. And unfortunately, we don't have a lot of intelligent consumers of the internet. We just have a lot of people that believe whatever they were told. They believe if you read it on the internet, it must be true, you know, and so it makes it easy for those big monopolies to control what we think or what we feel, or control how we spend our money. I mean, that's the big one. Influence how we consume is absolutely a problem. James, if you're watching on your phone, that's probably what happened. For some reason, YouTube mobile does not like live streams. So hopefully it comes back, or rewind it, but that's it happens to my wife all the time.
Republican. I am not a liberal. I am just a man who knows they're scared of a nation that's thinking critical. They kill us or they lock us up for nothing like we're criminals. Divide us because they know that unified we are invincible. Questioning the government's agenda is controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial. They're confusing us with pronouns they made up to make us triggered. You can call me what you want, but just don't call me late for dinner. School teaches you to learn and never teaches you to think, so you absorb misinformation, then you practice what they preach. You ain't free, can't you see that's how they want you to act? That's called conforming to the norm, you don't need freedom for that. I'm not Republican or liberal or left-wing or right-leaning. I took the red pills because that's who's fighting for my freedoms. And you don't need to choose to be accepted, they both fake teams. Evil runs the world now like hell ain't got no vacancy. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake.
Welcome backwards. I like that. Evil is running the world like hell has no vacancy. I like that a lot. And that's actually, this song gets progressively better as he works through it. That last part about the school doesn't teach us to think, and that's been such a huge concern for people, that school just teaches you to memorize facts. It doesn't teach you how to think. And when you get out of school, it's why we don't have intelligent consumers of things. That's why we don't have people who look at the media critically. They just believe whatever they're told. They don't ever research anything. There's and I get some people to do it. I get my wife to do it. I get other people to do it. But when you see something that causes you to have an emotional reaction, you see a headline, it causes an emotional reaction. There's a reason for that, because when we have an emotional reaction to something, we stop thinking. You read a headline, it makes you mad. When you're mad, you're not thinking, and then you read the article, and you're not thinking. You just react. If you read a headline that causes an emotional reaction, there's a rule I have. Wait 3 days and check 3 sources. Almost every time, 3 days at least, it's going to come out that there was more information they didn't give you. It's fake. I've seen so many articles get retracted. Oh, we were wrong. And check 3 sources. If you find 3 articles that say 3 different things, clearly somebody's lying. So when you've got to be an intelligent consumer of these things, you have to think, not react. And unfortunately, they manipulate, especially the media. They write clickbait for a reason. It gets you to click on it. It gets you to read it. It gets you to look at it without thinking. And we need to be more reasoning about that. He's always spoken on the facts. Absolutely. Backwoods Ed says, so scary, he's hitting the nail squarely on the head. Absolutely with this one. Logan, school's almost like a prison, yet prison is almost like a school. There's a reason. Okay, my father worked at the Bureau of Prisons. I've been to a couple of federal correctional institutions, and the one thing that struck me about correctional institutions is, on the inside, take away the bars, they look exactly like schools. Take that for what you will, but anybody who has seen the inside of a correctional facility and the inside of a high school, really the only difference is the bars. The same paint, same colors, same tile. There's a reason for that. Ildefonso, great. Yeah, thank you. It's advice I try to get everybody. Check 3 sources, wait 3 days every time, especially when the headline causes an emotional reaction.
You don't need to choose to be accepted. They both fake teams. Evil runs the world now like hell ain't got no vacancy. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid.
Oh, and that was the end. I didn't mean to pause it that close to the end. Really good. I like that. It's not my favorite of Tom's. I still love his stuff. When I started doing these reviews, when Fake Woke and No Response and stuff like that, but this was really good. This was definitely one of the best ones he's put out in a while, put out on his channel. A lot of truth there, a lot of solid facts and truth that people really need to hear. And they need to think about, don't just dismiss it because you don't like Tom. Don't just dismiss it because you think whatever you think about him. Really think about the world around you, and don't look at it from one side or the other. You know, he's not talking from a conservative perspective or a liberal perspective. He's talking about it from a perspective of somebody looking at those things from the middle almost, and wondering what the hell's going on. And you really got to look at it that way. Take off your political lens for a minute. You know, stop looking at the world, stop looking at everything like it's a political thing. Look at the world as an American. Look at the world as an Australian, or you know, somebody from Great Britain, as somebody from Ireland. Look at the world around you, not as a political thing, but just as a person. And try to think about if all of what's going on actually makes sense, regardless of where your politics lean. You might find a lot more truth than if you use your political lens. Ildefonso said, he said Wednesday on the live strat, he has a lot of new ones coming this year. Awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to some more new stuff. Definitely go check out Tom's channel if you aren't already a subscriber. I imagine you are. Please subscribe here. We've got a goal of 5,000 by the end of the year, so we really need to get there, and we will, as long as you guys keep clicking that button and sharing it with your friends and letting everybody know. And I should hopefully be on tonight on Twitch, and some more stuff coming this weekend. Ildefonso, Backwoods Logan, James Greenman, and Ed, thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate you. I'll see y'all again soon. You have a great one. Much love. Bye.